guys, welcome back to Friday's Faves and Faves. No. Hi guys, welcome back to Friday's Faves and Fails. Week 2 and I'm already completely obsessed with this. This is a really fun video to do every week. I hope that you're enjoying it so far. I'm going to kick off with some random things while I can remember what they are. So every week I'm going to try and do some beauty stuff, some like snacky things, what I'm watching, that kind of things. And we're going to do it in the opposite order this week, just so I have it fresh in my mind because I don't have any notes. Number 1, Hermione Chantal. Chantal, I'm not sure. I will link her below. The last few days I have just binged watched years worth of her content. I'm so all in on everything that she does. I think it was when she said she was bored and so she moved the furniture around that I felt like I had found my spirit animal in England. I don't find a lot of UK YouTubers that I really connect with. And I really love her. She's home alone, she's DIYing, she's painting things, she's sanding things. Like, yes, I'm probably at least 10 years older than her, but I really do just love her whole vibe, and I want to put it out there. If you like that element of me and my content, that kind of, screw it, I'm just going to do this thing, I think you'll really like her. The other thing I've watched this past week is Firefly Lane. I've been so excited about this coming on Netflix for like months. I follow Katherine Heigl on Instagram and she's been talking about it for a while, and then as soon as do you do that thing? Do you look on what's coming up? So quite frequently I'll go on the like, what's coming up soon? And I'll like remind me on various things just to get me excited about what's coming on Netflix, because there's never enough TV to watch. And so that's been on my list for ages, and because I knew it was coming out around my birthday, I thought birthday weekend, I'm binging it. It was so good. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be kind of a fluffy, girly, a little bit rubbish, but the kind of thing I love, you know, trash TV. It wasn't at all. It's basically trying to like replicate what This Is Us has done so well in doing the multiple generations and showing us over decades this friendship, and we go back and forth and we find out bits more information, and they can just at this point, the present day that they're showing us is like early 2000s, so they can go for so long with this. And I'm just so excited for season 2 already. My expectations were chick flick in terms of quality, but it wasn't This Is Us, but it was kind of midway there. It was considerably better than I expected it to be. Still something I'm not sure Lee would have wanted to watch with me, but then he doesn't like This Is Us either, but just absolutely worth a watch. And my snack this month, my snack this week. I've spoken about this before, but I figured because I want to talk about another little different thing every week, I will talk about it here because you may not have heard me talk about it. This is the best cheese in the world. President Cream or Creme Camembert. If Camembert is a little bit too strong for you, it's a little bit much, you want something smoother and milder, this is number 1, creamier, milder, everything. But it's also spreadable from the fridge. So unlike, and I'm not keen on the rind of all Camembert. It's not always that great. This whole thing tastes amazing. The whole thing is spreadable. I'll eat one of these definitely in one sitting. I recently discovered President Brie, which is in the wedges. We talked about this the other day. Someone gave me some information. I was like, okay, now I understand the difference. And I actually think I prefer that to this. But until I tried that, this was my all-time favorite cheese, and I want to put it out there because I've only ever seen this in our local Tesco. You may not have seen it. Hunt it down. It's really worth finding. Right, I've got some beauty stuff to talk about. I've only got one fail. So shall we get that out of the way? It's barely even a fail. I'm wearing it today. I really wasn't disappointed by very much this week, you know, in terms of products to share. I was probably disappointed by my entire 35th birthday being taken up by the hangover from hell, but other than that. Okay, this is Glossier Zip. Love the colour. I had this in the old formula in the different tube. The old tube was terrible. It fell out of the thing all the time. It was just an absolute nightmare. I've used this a couple of times and I like the texture. It's still a good colour. I still like everything else about it. I love the way that it's put in the packaging, so much better. It smells so strong, and I do not think that the old one smelled like this. It's such a strong floral scent, and it's right under your nose all day long. I don't know why they did that, because Glossier is so clean and fresh and pure. I'm so glad that those of you who've missed money get to hear his snoring again. Okay, or whimpering. I haven't filmed in the living room for a while because it's just been an absolute mess. Currently, I'm still trying to, I wonder if we can get more light on the living room. Probably not. I'm still trying with the living room. We're still making it work. Oh, here we go. I've had some more things come in. I've got a big space here that's waiting for a chair. Watch this space, because there's going to be a video about that soon. Ella's gone to the shop to drop off something that she sold online. And I think she's worried about talking to people, like actual interaction with people in real life. Understandable. I've no idea what we were talking about. Now the light's gone a bit funny with my blinds, but this is a space for a chair. I think that's what I was saying. So I am excited for the living room to be complete, and there will be some videos coming of the stuff that I've ordered as and when it comes in. I've also ordered quite a few things from like eBay, Etsy, that kind of thing. I just wish that we could go to charity shops and stuff. I'm trying to find the online equivalents. Although I think charity shops are online, right? I'm gonna look. Anyway, so it's not a disappointing product per se, but I wouldn't purchase it again purely because the scent is so strong, and that might put you off. Right, I have another lip product, which was a very impressive product. This actually was in my Superdrug basket when I went to place my order recently, and it must have been in there for months and months. I think this was something that Jessica Braun recommended. So I thought, well, I'll leave it in there. We'll see what it is. Let me show you on the back of my hand, because it's not a tremendous amount of colour, but it is just enough. It's the Nivea Cherry. Is it called Cherry Shine? It is. It's called Cherry Shine. Can you say just a little bit of tinted something? It's really just perfect for if I'm on a Zoom call, I've got like a little bit of makeup on. I'm really trying, guys. I'm trying to break myself out of this no makeup funk. I've got a little bit of makeup on, but I don't want to be wearing, you know, like crazy lipstick. And lip gloss can sometimes be drying. If I just want to continue to top up my lip balm throughout the day, it just looks a little bit more put together. This is kind of exactly how I would have used that lip gloss that I talked about on Wednesday. I always used to have that in my bag as something that I can wear throughout the day, top it up, don't worry too much about it being neat. I can do it without a mirror, and it kind of keeps my lips glossy, but a little bit kind of polished. This actually would do pretty much exactly the same thing as that, in a different way, of course. It's not the same thing, but it would serve that same purpose, with it actually also being a lip balm as well. And you could wear that under a mask quite comfortably, I think. Talking of balms, can I segue into moisturizers? My skin has been so dry recently, I do have to admit that I haven't really addressed it. I've talked a lot about it being dry. I've done masks, all of that stuff, but I haven't really done much beyond like regular skincare, and obviously oils and things before applying makeup. And I think, and you know, I know I'm not drinking enough water. I know I'm not drinking enough water. I think a big part of why it's too dry is I'm obsessed with exfoliants. Any kind of scrub, any kind of liquid exfoliant, any kind of mask exfoliant, anything that peels, that promises to give me a new layer of skin. And I think I've probably overdone it for quite some time on that kind of product. Between that and trying to get rid of all of the spots that I've had on my chin recently, partly hormonal, partly hair removal, I currently I've got to the point now where I've started just shaving my chin in like a, I'm so sick of doing this situation kind of way. And I looked the other day, I couldn't count. I couldn't tell you how many chin hairs I had. There are so many. This is like a man's chin at this point, and I'm not exaggerating. So someone last week said that they shave and then use an E45 cream. That's great. That's brilliant. I would need to shave every single day. So I shaved 2 or 3 days ago, and I really, really looked up close at my face, and that's when I realized how dry my skin was. I had lots of kind of like peeling right, ooh, just getting a slight wash out. Lots of peeling, you know, in that kind of like crease in your chin there. It's not cute. So I exfoliated, I oiled, I moisturized it. I didn't wear makeup for a couple of days and I just really, really went for it with this Embryolisse. This used to be something people talked about all of the time. Ooh, we're in that sunspot. All of the time people used to talk about this. I'm nearly out. This is an old limited edition one. I'm going to buy another one as soon as this runs out because I think it's £20, but it lasts ages. And I just think I need this kind of gentle but super, super hydrating cream right now for my insane skin. Just winding it back a little bit to the hair removal. Part of the reason that I'm shaving right now is that I'm also retrying to make my facial hair, whatever it's called, my IPL, which I use for my bikini line, occasionally for my legs, but who can be bothered. I'm trying to persevere with that for my face because it's so effective on my bikini line. And you would think, my skin is pale, my hair on my face is dark, you would think it would be effective. I don't know why I'm not seeing results like I am elsewhere. Very, very frustrating. But I really want to persevere with it because it's really affecting how my skin behaves. Because if I shave, it won't like that. If I pluck, it doesn't like that. I can't wax, the wax won't grip it. And electrolysis bothers me because I scar really easily and I've had keloid scarring in the past. I've got big lumps on the backs of my ears, which have got worse over time. Which I believe then makes it a keloid scar because it grows. My C-section scar, my last child was 9 years ago, and you can still very much see it. It's still lumpy to touch. That's how I scar. And so I would be concerned about electrolysis, anything where you're putting kind of needles into your face for that reason. I could end up looking like, it could end up being a bigger problem than it is right now. So I am persevering with that, but I will keep you updated because I know that I do get messages about it and a lot of you are interested in what actually works as and when I find the real solution. For now, I kind of go through phases of shaving and then I'll wait, let's say a week for it to grow long enough and then I'll pluck every single one. But within a week, it's all back. So it's just really, really annoying. Putting it out there, I know I'm not alone. Okay. Something that I actually loved so much, I had to post this. I posted this after midnight on like a Monday evening. I can't even remember when it was. We're going to need to move. I always want to film at like midday, but this is what my life is like at midday. And also the dog. Right, so I posted this after midnight one evening and it got so many comments and likes. I've never, like I just thought I'll catch a few people tonight who are interested in this. It was insane. So many of you were interested in this. So this was sent to me this week. It's the LV Dream Lengths 8-Second Wonder Water. I have heard of this before. I was waiting for it to come to the UK and I waited so long, I think it's been well over a year, that I just forgot about it. And when it arrived, I was like, maybe this will be good. It's so good. I'm sure it's got stuff in it that's not great for your hair, but if you colour your hair and you use heat and all of those things and generally use products and aren't using like super organic products, then you're probably using similar ingredients. There's a lot of alcohol in this. It's probably going to dry your hair out if you use it all the time. But if you have hair that is very, very tangly and difficult to deal with, which I always did, that's why I cut it at the beginning of this lockdown, because I was just like, I can't deal with this anymore. It's too much. It was like here, my hair, and it was like a full-time job. I recently, in my Superdrug haul, I was talking about dry shampoo and saying that I needed to buy some dry shampoo. And someone said, oh, you could just wash your hair. Like, that speaks volumes because to me, that means you've got naturally straight hair that just has never been a problem. It's a whole thing. Washing and combing through, let alone drying, tangly hair is insane. I once had a temporary perm to be a bridesmaid when I was 11. And then I went swimming the next morning and it was so bad we had to cut my hair into a bob. And it was long hair. I have always had tangly hair. It's part of the reason I never grew my hair long, like growing up, is it was just so difficult to deal with. I've got lots of fine hair and it just likes to mesh in with each other. So if you are like me, or you've got, I don't know about curly hair if you're doing like the curly girl method. I don't want to like mess with your routine. But if you've got curly hair and you just want to be able to tame it, I just think this is fantastic. I know I haven't told you what it is yet. It's basically in lieu of conditioner. You still rinse it out. On wet hair, you put it lengths and ends, massage it through for 8 seconds, and then rinse it out. It smells quite strongly. I don't know, I'm not familiar with the Dream Lengths range, so I don't know if this is what all of their products smell like, but it has got a very strong artificial scent, which I'm not super keen on, but whatever. It does some magic. I can comb through my hair so much easier. As it dries now, I mean, my hair's dried naturally today. This is just how it dries. It dried naturally and then I slept on it. And then I just put like the tiniest amount of finishing cream on it today to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. But this is basically how it dries. And I want to say I could put my fingers through it, and now I don't want to do it. I mean, almost. Again, my hair's super tangly. I definitely could last night. As it was kind of drying, it was just super, super smooth. It's just a little bit magic. I haven't tried blow drying my hair afterwards yet. Apparently it can, it's like heat activated, and so it works better when you do it that way, but I haven't. But I think there's something to it. And although I don't think it's like some real, truly miracle working product, clearly it's not mending your hair. It is still a styling product. I do think this is going to be fantastic for people who do have unruly hair that need a little bit of help taming it. I really do. I should do that for next week. Next week we'll try it properly. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll blow dry it and see if I can get that glass shine that they use on the, or that they show on the, if I can get glass shine in my textured hair, then we'll know it's magic. I have been wearing this old friend a lot recently. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light palette. This was given to me by my friends. I don't even know when. It could have even been for my 30th birthday, you know. Could have been 5 years ago. Could have been longer than that. It could have been. This is just always going to be a favorite. I forget about it. I come back to it and I'm like, yes. Dim Light is my all-time favorite. As you can see, I've had minis of this. I think at some point when I run out of this, I'm just going to buy a full-size Dim Light because it's just, it does really just give you that absolutely beautiful glow. I've never found anything that is quite as soft. I found similar dupes, and in the past when my skin was a little bit more hydrated, I had slightly less fine lines, I did find cheaper products that I thought were as good. Now, like, I just want that ever so slightly. It just needs to be that beautiful, finely milled powder, not to have the sparkle. Dim Light is just, I think, difficult to dupe. And so I've gone back to it recently and I thought, I'm going to talk about it because it's the kind of thing that it got a lot of love way back when. People don't always talk about it now. It's always bigger and better and newer and more amazing. But this really stands the test of time. It's just really, really good stuff. Okay, last thing. These were sent to me maybe at Christmas time, and I just kind of went into my box of things because occasionally I'll get something random sent to me and I'll put it in the box like I'll test that at some point. And these are Physicians Formula eyeliners. They're like brightening eyeliners, I think. I want to say you used to be able to get, ooh, I wonder if you can see this in the light, because this one has got like a gold glitter in it. Is it gonna show up? I don't know. I think that they used to do, if it was this or Revlon, I don't remember. They used to do ones that were like for blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes. Anyone? Anyway, this one just is brown eyeliners, but you get a matte, a satin, and like a sparkly one. I don't know if it's, shimmer. Shimmer is my favorite purely because it's just a little bit easier to work with. Matte would be my favorite otherwise, obvs. But I haven't had an eyeliner that I could draw directly onto my eye in years. It's creamy enough with all three of them. Easier with the shimmer, but I can do it with all. Creamy enough to draw straight onto my eyes, thin enough, because it's brown, it's still soft. It's not quite as harsh as black. And if I really wanted to, I could take my eyeliner brush and paint it directly on from there, or I could smudge it out a little bit. These are really, really nice. I talk a lot about doing my powder eyeliner, and I got a question last week about that and asked if I could do a video showing you how I do it. I think I'm going to do a video on kind of like soft liner and various ways that you can do it, because it's the easiest way to do it. It's not like if you get it wrong, it's just super, super forgiving. And I think it's going to work for a lot of people. So if you would enjoy that video, let me know, and I'll do that as one of our review Wednesdays. Anyway, that is it for today's Friday faves and fails. Like I said in the beginning, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Wednesdays are always going to be reviews. Fridays are going to be always this kind of video, and Sundays are completely random. At present, I have no idea what video is going up on Sunday, but I think, fingers crossed, next Sunday will be a home haul if everything arrives in time. I have been sharing in vlogs bits and pieces as we've gone. We've had like the moving vlogs and all of that stuff over on my other channel if you're interested. But I will share little snippets and maybe like final reveals and stuff on this channel because it's been requested. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on Sunday.